Fogfit back again with your Sunday morning transfer news. Nicholas Raskin looks like he's not joining Rangers this window. Stands at the Edge are prepared to leave him in limbo for 6 months until his contract, of course, runs out, which Rangers, just go get it done. Just go get it done, man. Like, I've seen different valuations of 1.8 million or 1 million. Just fucking pay it. Honestly, like, I don't want to sit here and repeat what I've said for like weeks like a broken record, but we've literally known this for weeks at some points, man. Rangers are like, the window's nearly done. We've had 29 days in January and Rangers have signed one player, despite being linked to every player. You know, I think it's, and even Campbell, the arse get dragged out it, right? The arse truly get dragged out it. Also today, though, we have Livingston against Hearts, and we also have Dundee United taking on the mighty Shellick. So yeah, 2 games to look forward to. I'll be on the boat. I'll be on the boat for like more or less both of them. Probably won't be able to see any of them, but yeah, we'll definitely react to them later. Hopefully, there's some tasty games and some very good results from a Rangers point of view. But Michael Beale has hinted that he remains hopeful of getting deals done. That's referring to Raskin and Morgan Whittaker. Hopefully, I mean, that's what we're praying for at this point. But he did come out yesterday and say that he wants to add a striker, a centre-half and a goalkeeper and a midfielder. But Stress has got to be the right player, saying that they have to wait until the summer for some of these things, which, I mean, I think is fair enough. You're not going to make those 4 signings in the final, 2.5 days, because, you know, Rangers have left it too late. Haven't even looked at a goalie. Alright, they looked at Begovic for a bit, but that was about it. Centre-halves, we've not really looked at centre-half. Striker, I mean, yeah, there's been murmurs of links to Nisbet and, Shankland and, I guess, Whittaker, but he's more of a winger, isn't he? So, midfielder-wise, though, of course, there has been more midfielders who signed Cantwell. We're on the verge of getting Raskin tied down, whether it be a pre or, which I think it's going to be. So, yeah, I mean, he's almost got half of it, right? -3. So there you go. Not really half. One. He's got a quarter of it. Meanwhile, Abada says he's not fighting about a new contract, despite the fact there was reports about it. But 3 players could be leaving Celtic: James McCarthy, Oliver Abelgard, and Yosuke Ideguchi. Whoever's idea it was to give James McCarthy a 4-year deal, man, an injury-prone player who's pish, truly needs their fucking melon like that, don't they? Because I think that's fucking shite. Lincoln City, though, Director of Football Jez George was in Paisley yesterday to watch Mirren midfielder Ethan Oran and Stuart McKinstry on loan at Motherwell from Leeds. There you go. He was watching them. Boom, boom, boom. He was in Paisley. Oh, yeah. Hibs manager Lee Johnson is expecting Nisbet to be at the club until at least the end of the season, after the striker had changed of heart over a proposed transfer to Millwall. Of course, he was a part of that absolute pumping that Aberdeen got. Dundee United, though, are targeting the East African market for new talent and have contacted former Kenya and Uganda boss Bobby Williamson to help with their research. But look at this, man. I'm not a fan of Jim Goodwin, of course, Aberdeen manager, Celtic fan. That's not really a good combo, but, there is something quite sad about the fact he gets sacked like 15 minutes after the game, and he walked across the pitch and climbed over the advertising board into his car and drove off, never to be seen again. Honestly, it's like an iconic image, man. But it says here, Goodwin legs out of Dons, and yeah, pretty sad for the guy, but that's the way life is, mate. I think it's Exhibit A of the players down in tools. I mean, what's that? Their last 3 games, 5-0 against Hearts, 1-0 against Darvel, and 6-0 against Hibs. Pishy Hibs. Like, I think 6-0 against Hibs is worse than 1-0 against Darvel. Honestly. I do. Because the fact that it was labelled El Sacchio, both teams playing pish, and Hibs have managed to pump them 6-0. That's very questionable in my opinion, and I think that just sums up they had to go. But anyway, guys, that is it for your transfer daily news. Raskin looks like it's no happening. Rangers want more. Celtic not really linked to anyone. Giamacca is still at the club, so who knows. But turns out anyone else making signings, there's not really an awful lot happening. Where's the money at, for fuck's sake? But until next time, leave your thoughts down below, and peace.